Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. This is Unconventional Connections, where we're here to make weird connections. I'm here with my boys, Mike and Beto, the BBs. And, so we just kind of wanted a place to just kind of talk and just make connections with people, try to make weird connections. We all come from our kind of like our background is that we all have very different backgrounds in itself, and our relationship is very unconventional in itself. Pun intended. Um, so we're just here to make a podcast. And they're gonna. So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it. So, when you guys go to order food, how do you guys decide what you guys order? Like for me personally, I always go for the thing that sounds the funniest. Like for example, it has like the name oxtail, which in Spanish is like cola de way or oxtail.
Mm-hmm.
I choose that because that is hilarious to me. Also, it's like cosmic blast in your mouth or whatever. It's like, yo, blast me away.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
I
Uh,
can't. I can't.
How do you guys go about choosing food like at a new restaurant when you guys like go
um,
look at stuff?
I don't know. For me personally, I'm like a creature of habit. So like
Mhm.
I'll look for stuff that I'm familiar with.
I agree.
Especially if it's my first time going. Mostly because like I don't know if it's because I'm too scared or what, you know. But for some reason, like my taste buds will be like, no, no, look for something that you know. Look
Okay.
for something that we're familiar with. Like we are not trying to try something new. But and
Are
then if
you?
I see something and then oh, or you say,
I was gonna say, are you like a chicken tender kid? Is that what you are?
okay, look, all
We're here with the
right.
name
Hold on,
calling.
hold on. Before you say anything, hashtag respectfully. Let me say that real quick. Respectfully.
It's like no offense, but are you?
I will say this. I will say this. I do love chicken tenders, okay?
Oh, me
But
too.
I'm not the kind of person that goes to a new restaurant and instantly looks for chicken tenders. I will look for like different stuff, but I'll look for stuff that I'm somewhat familiar. Like if there's like something with beef, I was like, okay, like I like beef, and or just stuff like that. Not like instantly like go to like a Japanese restaurant. I was like, you guys have chicken tenders?
Oh, I would never go out with you if you do that shit to me.
No, I
I
would.
would
I
never
would.
go
I
out
would
with you.
not disrespect
I'm
a
curious.
restaurant
You
like
were
that.
recently in Japan. How would it eating there go? Because they don't.
I tried a lot of different things. I tried a lot of. I tried ramen for the first time,
Oh
actually,
wow!
for a while.
Started at the peak of ramen.
Okay, look, because for me, like I said, like I'm a picky eater, right? But recently, like
Clearly.
recent years, I've been trying to just be like, you know what, just fuck, it, you know. Oh, sorry. But like to just try it, right? Like the worst that could happen is you don't like it, and like that's it. And so for the Japan trip, that's basically what what I was basing a lot of my meals that I was gonna eat, because obviously I don't know a lot of like Japanese dishes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like, because I tried ramen for the first time, I tried gyoza for the
Okay.
first time as well. Um, Everyone's been saying that like, yeah, it's kind of like you kind of messed up because like
You
you're
just
already
at the
just starting
peak.
at the
Yeah.
top, and then
To the
just once you get
motherland.
yeah.
You went to the motherland of dishes where they're done
Hey, there's.
correctly.
Yeah, but none of us can say, "Oh yeah, I tried ramen for the first time in Japan." What about it?
That's true. That's true.
Your first
There
ramen
you
was a
go.
freaking
That's
cup
not a
noodle.
flex.
Your
Nah,
first
nah.
ramen
I'm
was a
not
cup
counting it as a
noodle, bro.
flex. I'm not counting it as a flex.
Your
I'm not
cup
counting it
ramen
as
was
a
a cup
flex.
noodle. His first ramen was at a freaking
Nah,
hole in
baby
the
girl.
wall.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. I wanna go to have a trip to Japan, right? And I already
Mhm.
have. Let me put my chicken down. I already know what. It's because I'm eating chicken right now. So like I'm like. But anyways, dude. There's a place. I don't know where it is. I have to look for it. Where
Mhm.
they serve you a bed of rice. Simple, I know, but it's a better. Bear with me. Follow the process.
Mhm.
It's a bed of
Mhm.
rice, and they put these steaks of eel of freshwater eel, and they bathe it in the unagi sauce. Oh, let me take a moment.
Have
Cause
a
like
little moment.
that, cause I seen the videos on Instagram and the pictures and stuff. It looks
Mhm.
so bussin', dude. Like, oh, I feel like if I go and I eat that and I die the next day, happy. That's fine. That is fine. That is fine. when I get to the good Lord and he's like, "Mijo, did you enjoy your life? Mira, sabes qué, papi Dios? That unagi was worth it." You know, así, you know. Pero like, you know, and then the pieces of sushi are like huge and they're fresh, basically. So
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go just to eat that. And like, I think out of all the cuisine that there is in the world, I, first of all, I grew up Mexican, so like, well, I'm Mexican obviously, but Mexican food is the same thing, just different ways. Like
Just the
un
tortillas
taco.
cooked differently
Yeah.
each
Un,
time.
un, un taco
Mm-hmm.
is literal. Okay, segue. This is a little bit of a segue, mind you. But
Mm-hmm.
un taco literalmente es it's a tortilla
Mm-hmm.
and whatever condiments you put in it, whether it be beef, rice, beans, mayonnaise, freaking peanut butter. It's un taco. It's just something that you have. It doesn't matter how you fold it, wrap it, roll it. It doesn't matter. It's un taco. But then you have the same tortilla and you stuff it with all these condiments and you roll it into a burrito. All of a sudden, it's a burrito. Fun fact: burritos are not actually Mexican; they're American made, but whatever.
Yeah,
And then
I
Oh.
and
knew
then
that.
yeah, and then you have, por ejemplo, lo que es los chilaquiles. What is it? It's tortilla
Chopped up
cortada
tortilla
en
and fried. Enchiladas is
Mm-hmm.
exactly,
fried tortilla rolled up.
Yeah.
Gorditas
exactly,
are flattened
exactly,
tortillas fried.
exactly. You know,
Salt
so
tortilla.
so like Mexican cuisine, it's sad to say, but like if you had one of these variants, you've essentially had all the other ones. It's just that they're so beautiful because they have like a different flavor or a different type of chile, or a different type of spice and seasoning, and that's the difference. That's the outlier. And it sucks to say it like that, but it's the truth. But
Mm-hmm.
tell me why I would go in the middle of the night to get some nachos from this rundown, busted ass Mexican spot. I love it. Anyways, but going back to
No,
Japan.
I feel you. I feel you. When I was in Japan, I was there for 2 weeks. So on the second week, I was telling my friends, man, I would do anything for like a taco, a burrito, a quesadilla right now. Like I would die, dude. Like I'm tired of all this Japanese food. Don't get
Let
me
me tell you,
wrong. It's really good. But I
Yeah.
just was missing some. I was feeling homesick at that point,
Mm-hmm.
and
there actually is. Go ahead.
and then we were like ran into like this like little, like American cafe in the middle of like Enoshima or something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
they had a quesadilla there. Worst quesadilla of my life. Worst quesadilla of my life, hands down. But it was the best freaking quesadilla I've ever had. Because I was just so homesick for some Mexican food at that point. And like, the tortilla tasted like plastic. The meat was like seasoned with like American spices or whatever. They had like all the
Mm-hmm.
American toppings. Like they literally threw a Taco Bell taco inside on the
Damn.
toppings, and all the toppings were cold. So like the meat was warm, the toppings were cold. The tortilla was kind of like mid. I don't even know if it had cheese on. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But
Then it's not a quesadilla, es un taco.
best quesadilla I've had in my life. It was a quesadilla because they named it a quesadilla, so it doesn't even matter.
No, 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 no. I will die on this hill, Isidro.
That's fine. You can die on whatever hill you want. They named it a quesadilla. I
Right?
ordered quesadilla. I got something. I got a tortilla in my mouth, and the tortilla feeling in my mouth felt just so darn good. I was like, oh my gosh, this is heaven.
There was I think it was during our second week over there. There was a place by where we were staying at, and it was called Osaka Tacos, right? And so we're like, oh, bet, because like it was like a little bar, like a really small bar, like kind of they had tables if we wanted to eat there,
Mhm.
or whatever. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. Like they have some kind of like aesthetic, like some Mexico stuff right there. It's like okay, cool. And then we go in. It's me, Nick, and his homie, and we're going through, and we're like, oh, it's like, oh, let me see where are the tacos at. And then they show a picture of the tacos, and it's like the Taco Bell style tacos, and it's like it's also like it said that they're vegan and everything. I'm like, no, my dude, what the dude? I thought they had like somebody in the back cooking up some tortillas and fucking carne asada. No, we're here
Un
in fucking
trompo
Taco
with
Bell, bro.
un trompo with the al pastor on the side, las carnitas and stuff, dude. No. So I
Because as we're
heard.
walking in, it looked legit. Like it looked like it was like, okay, all right, they got the aesthetic, all right, they're doing good. Like we wound up getting the quesadillas, and the quesadillas were good.
Uh-huh.
And like, funny enough, that was the only place where we met people that talked English that talked to us.
For us, was at
But
a Taco
I'm
Bell.
not.
We met.
Dude, I I've seen a lot of well, not a lot, but I've seen quite a few videos of some dude in Japan, obviously, that
Mhm.
lived in Mexico in
Oh,
Guadalajara
I
or
know.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But he lived in Mexico for a good while, and then he came back, and then he's like, I miss Mexico, so I'm just gonna make tacos here. But I have
Hmm.
no idea where it is. My thing is, my idea is that seeing how things are here in the world, if I ever left somewhere to like live somewhere else,
Hmm.
it sounds very I don't know if this is offensive or not, but it sounds very weebish to be like, I'm going to Japan. Because first of all, Japan is not fat friendly. It's not
Oh no.
oh, I know. I have seen. Okay? It's not fat friendly for sure. And then you can't get tattoos, and I want to get tattoos eventually.
That's
Um
true.
and then they're very xenophobic. They're very like they have a lot of phobias, which is weird because they were
Hmm.
like they were a great power at one point. Now they're just afraid of everything, essentially. According to what I hear. But their
Hmm.
games on point. Anyways, um, este no, and like I think if I ever was to lose a significant amount of weight and I'm able to like go live in Japan, I would. And my main source of income would to be an actual like street vendor, like de tacos, but like
Hmm.
legit,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I would go already knowing Japanese because
Hmm.
I don't want to say I know French. I don't. I do not know French. The only thing I know how to say in French is bonjour monsieur, je m'appelle Beto, ça va? Which is hello sir, my name is Beto, how are you? And then my
Hmm.
favorite thing to always say whenever I hear someone speaking French because I've done it before, I like saying oh pardon monsieur je ne parle pas français, which is oh I'm sorry sir, I don't know how to speak French. I did it in a bagel shop, dog. I did this shit in the bagel shop here in Riverside. This dude lost his mind. He's like, "How are you not? No, you don't speak French." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "I don't. Je ne parle pas français." Like I don't know. So I would want to go to Japan, and when I speak it, yeah, I want to sound like American, but I also want to sound like throw them off. Like I want to speak it in a
Hmm.
way where it sounds like I'm speaking it because I know Spanish. So I want to have a Mexican
Hmm.
accent while speaking Japanese.
Hmm.
That'd be so
You know,
hot. But
you
also,
know what? You need to find. I know that they're there. I didn't get to find them, but there is a whole subculture of
of
like the
cholos.
The
cholos and
cholos,
chicanos
yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, like they have a whole. They apparently they also like import like from America like the lowriders and stuff over there
Mhm. Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
And like we were trying so hard to find them, and we just could not find them for the life of us, man.
I would
Yeah,
love
I
to
think it's
go
like
there.
in Osaka, right, where they have it.
I think so. Yeah.
It's Osaka, and that city is
Hmm.
huge. It's very hard to find
Oh yeah.
anything there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know because I've never been there. The farthest I've ever been from home is Mexicali.
I
But
know
it doesn't count because
you went to Mexicali and didn't invite me, bro. I'm offended. You literally
I don't
passed
want to
by
go to
me.
Mexicali. No, pause. Pause. I'm gonna tell you why. Mexicali is the motherland. Okay, that's my dad's and mom's motherland, right? Mine is here in the U.S., but I call it the motherland. Um, Mexicali. For those of you who don't know the area, if you stand on the top of my uncle's house out there and you look north, you're gonna see a giant mountain off in the distance, and then desert,
Yep.
and then some trees. You look to your the east, nothing but ¿cómo se dice parcelas?
Or
Um,
parse.
parcels? No,
No.
no, no. Parcels is a different thing. No, no, no. Fields, just fields of like grain, alfalfa, maybe some cows. You look to the south, desert, dirt, maybe a tumbleweed. You look to the west, a mixture of everything else. There's nothing there in Mexicali, or at least in the Valle, which is like in the Pueblo, which is like
Yeah.
inside of the heartland or whatever. But you go to Mexicali, the actual city, it's ghetto, and I love it. It's ghetto because like you might find the love of your life, or you might get stabbed and shot and possibly robbed. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a
And
50-50, you know.
it's all 50-50, yeah. And then
I like those
there's
odds.
other. I mean, I don't. But no, like oh, by the way, to answer your question, like how do I go about
Yeah,
choosing food, mind you, I know I've been trying to go back to it. I'm a little bit like Mike, where if it's a
Chicken
routine, but then
tendies.
someday no, no,
no.
but yeah. Anyways, no, no. It really depends on where I'm at. Because, for example, at work, because I work out here in Eastvale, the warehouse is across a little shopping center. Well, not shopping center. It's like a food court area, and they have a sushi spot, a ramen shop, and then some sugarcane juice thing that I'm not going because I'm diabetic and I could die. And then next to it is a tepan place, which is like a they bring you your food in this hot skillet and it cooks there, but it's like I think
Mhm.
it's Vietnamese or Thai or something like that. I'm not too sure. I get them mixed up. There is a Thai place called Crying Tiger. It's really good. Um,
Okay.
there is a Blaze Pizza ish or Mod Pizza and Korean barbecue. So out of all of those, my favorite is the Depan Blaze because it's relatively pricey, but it's a good amount of food. It's fresh. The service there is always great, and I have a stamp card, and I completed them 2 times. Oh my god, it feels so good to get free food. But but if I'm early enough, like an hour, so because sometimes I show up to work almost two
Yeah.
hours early because I screw up and I think, oh, I'm late, and then I'm so like hung up on waking up and I don't actually notice the time 100%, so I just be there like for an hour early. Or what I do, my personal favorite, because I love being up to my shenanigans, is I'll go 30 minutes before my shift, like when I used to work graveyard, my shift started at 6:30. So I would show up to the restaurant at 6, and then I would use my UPT, my unpaid time off, to eat there for about an hour. So I would show up to work at 7:30, and then just clock in an hour late, and
Okay.
my stomach's full, and then and then an hour later take a 15-minute break, and then 2 hours later take a 30 and just sit there and just do nothing because I'm up to my shenanigans. If Amazon ever finds out, they might fire me, but that's not the point. The point is, um, it dep- it depends on my.
We're
Don't
totally
laugh
not
at
putting
me.
this on the internet for them to find out,
What
right?
happened?
We're totally not putting this on the internet, right? They're never gonna find out.
We'll
I
just
doubt.
there'll just be a whole 60 seconds of just a constant sensor beep, and
Yeah. Oh
and it
no,
just
I don't.
ends. It just ends right when Beth says, "And if they ever find out about that, they'll probably fire me." But
No, I don't think so. I don't think so because technically in the legalities is that I'm using my own time. I
oh,
technically
okay.
have unpaid time off that I could use. That if I go negative, that's a whole different story. I could get fired if I
Mm.
go negative, but they send you an email and they have you explain, hey, why were you late? And if they like your response or whatever,
Hmm.
they let you go or they just don't say anything. Because
Ooh.
there's been people that have been like 100 hours negative,
Oh
which is
shit.
equivalent to 10 days of no work, of not showing up for work, and they don't do nothing until they go to HR and they say something like, oh, my schedule's messed up, or oh, I have a report or something, and HR finds out and they're like, oh, okay, well, they flag them, and then the system says, hey, what's up with this or whatever,
Okay.
I don't want to spill company secrets because I will, because I really will. I don't care. I didn't sign a, what is it, NDA or
Oh, the NDA, yeah.
yeah, I didn't sign none of that, so yeah, so sorry, Daddy Bezos. But anyways, I'm sorry, Mike. I know you were I know you were drinking. I saw it last minute when I said that. Oh, Daddy. No, anyways, no. So, for realistically speaking, like if I'm in a specific area I don't know at all, I either don't eat or I look at what's going around or what I'm craving. Sometimes it depends on what I'm craving. Sometimes I'm gonna cuss. I don't care. I'm a freaking whore for sushi. Like if you tell me, hey, you want some sushi? What do I gotta do, papi? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do what I gotta do to get some sushi. Respectfully. But sometimes disrespectfully. I don't care. But like that, and for some Lucille's. Y'all ever been to Lucille's? Oh my god, that place makes me cry. It's so beautiful. Um. No, like it really does depend on what I'm craving, how much money I have. If I have no money, I'll starve. I don't care. Um. But if I have something specific, like when I go to work, now I go in at 7:30 in the morning. I don't have time to go to those places because they're not open.
Yeah.
The only thing that's open at that time is like Denny's, and I'm not gonna go to Denny's because Denny's is like the Wild West, son. It's wild. I'm gonna tell
It's
you
not
why.
a
I'm gonna
Waffle
story
House,
time.
dude.
No, no, no. But we don't have that here. Okay, that's the best thing I got. Denny's, the one on University, mind you. So, anyways, it's the Wild West.
You
I'm
have a
gonna
bunch
tell
of
you because
college students there.
no, sometimes you get the crazy curb crawlers, and they're scary as shit. It's like you never know, dude. Remember, I worked at 7-Eleven longer than you. That's a flex. No, that's not. No, it's not a flex. That really isn't a flex.
Yeah, because I
I was
graduated.
miserable. That's not the point.
I
Wait,
graduated and
didn't I
moved away.
graduate before you did?
Yeah, but I didn't live in that city. I only went there for college.
That's true. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Mike and Isidro are educated. Me too. I went to school, but I'm still a fool. But that's not the point. The point is, um, yeah, I know how to rap here and there once in a while. I know how to make poetry. But anyways,
Bars.
what'd you say?
Bars.
Bars, homie. Ooh, facts. Like no, it's the yeah. So like with Denny's, like I remember I would get off at whenever my ex boss. Oh, I could talk shit on 7-Eleven. I'm sick. Anyways, so my scheduled time would be like what, like 7 o'clock till 5, or like till 8 or 9, right? My boss, when I first started, would not show up until whenever he wanted. So he'll call me before he would go to bed and be like, "Oh, hey Beto, I'm not gonna be racist and do an Indian accent because first of all, I can't even do it. It's freaking complicated." Respects to that, but
Wait, Seven
he would
Eleven
say,
wasn't
"Hey,
your? Yeah, your schedule was like 10 to. It was like 8 or 9. No, I don't remember. But it was till like 7 a.m. I remember that. No, 6 a.m.
I,
But they never showed up to like 7, 8 a.m.
this guy literally one time he calls me at 11 o'clock at night. The first words he says to me, I go, "Hello," and he's like, "Hey Beto, I'm calling you. How are you? I just got out of the gym." He mother didn't even let me answer. He said, "Hey, I'm getting out of the gym right now. I'm gonna go home right now. I'm gonna shower, and I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow at 8, right?" And I'm just like, I didn't need all this information, but okay, cool. Like I don't need you to tell me, "Oh, you're a piece of shit and go to the gym." Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't need him to hit me with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need him to disrespect me like that and then tell me, "Oh, I'm gonna go home to my wife." You know what I mean? Like,
They
and
never called me to let me know anything. They
Passive
just kind of like,
aggressive shade thrown at
for,
you.
for real. And then one time, homeboy, you weren't there for this, Isidro, but he came in with a very nice red and black Nikes. And for those of you who don't know, which is the majority of the people that are listening now because they don't know me. Is the my favorite colors in order are red, black, and gray. This man shows up in like a black tracksuit with those sick ass Nikes or high tops and everything. And me being me, because I love being me, I look down and I'm talking to him like, "Hey yo, I need to give him an imaginary name because I'm not gonna say his name out loud, but hey yo, boss, those are some nice kicks." And he literally lifts up his freaking pants, like the bottom part of his pants, for me to
show them
see the
off.
full shoe. And he literally goes, "Yeah, they're Nikes, look." And then he showed me the logo, the Jordan logo or whatever logo it's there. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, all right, you don't have to fucking stunt on me like that, like, okay, disrespectful." I shouldn't be cussing, but oh my, it's getting hot. Let me take this bitch off. So, dude, like,
Whoa, for free,
huh?
dude? You showing them all that for free?
I mean, I could do fucking my shoulders too. I, if I were to work out this shoulder right here, only instead of OnlyFans, only shoulder. That's what's up, baby. I'm sorry, Mike. Again, you drink at the worst times, dude. I love it though. I love it. I live for
Only
it. No, yeah.
shoulders.
What the hell does this have to do with Denny's? Anyways, so I remember one time he showed up on time. He showed up at exactly 7 in the morning. But it was because I was already like 60 hours over overtime. So of course he showed up on time. And my ex girlfriend at the time, she was already awake because she's weird. And I call her and I'm like, "Hey, I'm hungry as fuck. Like I'm gonna go to Denny's. Do you want to meet up at Denny's?" And the sun was already coming out, so it was safe for her to go. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll meet you there." So she meets me up, and we're eating. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's freaking crackheads outside just doing crackhead things. I love to call them curb crawlers because they're on the curb all the damn time. But that's not the point. Am I being prejudiced? Maybe. Am I being racist? No, because it's not a racist thing. It's just I hate them. Um, I hate them because of the things they would do to me. And I have so many stories. I think my next segment when I do my thing is gonna be like a 7-Eleven story, and I'm gonna write it out so that I make sure not to cuss. Cause like, oh my god,
I remember we
oh
used to
my
go to a
god,
Denny's too in the mornings when you would get off
together,
work,
yeah,
and we would sit like away from everybody, so they have like everything closed off. But they knew Beto so well they just let him sit like far away because we wouldn't bother him. We just like
Oh,
get
nice.
our we just each get our Grand Slam, a cup of water, and that's it. Like we did
coffee.
not bother them at
Yeah.
all until we were done. Like we just sit over there, eat and talk, and we wouldn't even request like refills or anything.
Yeah, I remember Don Pascual. every single time that I would go, he would always talk to me like if I was like one of his favorite kids, because I was what, like 21, 20? No, I'm lying. I was
Mm-hmm.
like 23 when I
Mm-hmm.
was over there. Because I remember I graduated when I was like 22. Well, I got my bachelor's when I was 22, and then I remember I stayed in that apartment for a good while too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, Denny's. I love Denny's because like, it has a lot of good memories for me, especially the one in university. Um, for those of you listening, don't dox me. Anyways, um, I'm realizing I'm giving you guys like
You're holding too
literal
much.
coordinates, and I'm like, wait.
I think with the McDonald's bit earlier, you gave like exact directions to your home.
But we were recording then. I don't think.
Oh
Okay,
my
okay,
god,
The
okay,
no,
okay,
McDonald's
thank
was
okay,
God,
okay,
because
okay.
I gave you guys
Okay,
literal
alright.
directions. Like if you look east and you go down XYZ Street on this at exactly this time. Oh my god.
See me.
No,
Just see me rolling, going to work.
yeah, bro. Hey, if you take the 60 going up to just like all like exact dates, I think that's something. The reason why I do that is because my dad does that. He'll be like, sí, si te vas por la Placencia y luego le das aquí a la calle del Dragón and blah blah blah, and he'll give me exact legal government names of these freaking streets, and I'm like, father, give me locations. ¿Dónde está el King Taco? Ah, Simón, I know where it is. Ah, Simón, I know where it is. And he'll just look at me like, why are you like this? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe when you were making me with mom, you should have thought about this. You should have thrown in some more data or something. I don't know. Bastard. I love him. I hope he never hears me say that, because if he does, I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be embarrassing.
Lately,
It's
me and
gonna
my
be
sister have been on this kick of sending each other memes that we're each other's the favorite child from our mom.
Oh, I'm
Um,
not the favorite. I'm not the favorite.
well, see, the
And
advantage
it's
I
okay.
have here is that my sister's married and doesn't live at home.
Oh,
So
I
my
didn't know
mom
that.
doesn't really have anyone else but me. So
Mm.
I mean, you were the first child. You were the only boy.
I was the second child. My
Oh,
sister's
that's
older.
right. You're the baby, huh?
My sister's older. And then
Well, see, you're the only boy. You're the baby. So just reiterate what I just said, but
just flip it
backwards.
around. I'm the boy.
Yeah.
That's basically what it comes down to. Patriotism.
Patriarchy, I think it's what it's called.
I'm patriotic for my household.
Respect. Not me. Not me, son. I'm the baby of uh me and my older sisters are. I'm the baby of three. Right, right, right.
Mhm.
And I
Mm.
have two older sisters. Let me fucking tell you why it sucks, dude. Because I am not respected in this household. Okay, Mike, with all due respect, right? In your household, the one that truly has power is your mother. Yes or no?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
now there's two. Then now there's two ladies in there, which is your sister-in-law. I don't want to give. I'm
Mhm.
not giving names because I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna be
Mhm.
doxing your mama like that. Like I'm not gonna be disrespecting your mama.
So yeah,
But yeah, like,
Mike's mom works at this place. I just
hey Mike, does your mom still work at the car wash? Like just completely just come to the car wash on 9th, like some random street name. No,
Just completely done.
no, dude, I don't even know. Yeah,
Oh
me, I'm
god.
joking around, just saying random. He just message me, shut up, shut up.
It's like, dude, I never told you that. How do you know that?
I'm guessing. I'm guessing. No. But yeah, anyways, long story short with Denny, because I'll be here for the whole damn day. Um, dude, like I remember Don Pascual. He would always tell me like, "Do you want anything else? Like, you want anything extra?" One day, I told him, "You know what, Don Pascual? I literally just want a stack of pancakes because all I have to my name right now is $10. That's all I want. Like, I don't want anything else." And he's just like, "Oh, okay, don't worry." Comes back because I would always order the same thing, and he memorized my order. I'm assuming sometimes he wouldn't even write it down because he nobody knows. I used to like getting chocolate chips inside of my pancakes. Homeboy comes around, gives me a mug of a cup of coffee or a mug of coffee, and then he puts down my plate, and it's the eggs exactly how I like them, the sausage no bacon, the hash browns, and then the stack of pancakes with banana and chocolate chips. And I just looked. I remember I looked at him, and I was just like, I didn't. Don Pascual, I'm not gonna be able to afford it. He's like, oh, don't worry, I got it for you, bruh. That man,
Oh.
that man saved my life that day. I was starving. I had just paid rent. I had just paid all my bills. I had no money until like the next payday, which was like in 4 or 5 days or some shit.
Mhm.
And my ex girlfriend, go figure, she wasn't gonna help me out. So I was like, okay, cool. So when I finished eating, I I tore it up, dude. I was so hungry. It was after a long ass shift, so I was
Would
like,
have been
I
disrespectful not to finish.
I was
Yeah.
I was I was respectful to Don Pascual, but to that plate, mm, I was dis. I was. I'm gonna keep it PG. But anyways, so I sometimes dream about those pancakes, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. But some real shit. No, that day I cried. I was literally just sitting there, just like tears were going on my eyes. He's like, "Well, what's wrong, Miko?" And he talked to me. I told him about what was going on with my ex-girlfriend at the time because something was always going on with that bitch. Not respectfully, by the way. Um, bitch with a capital B for real. Um, as a matter of fact, all of it caps. I don't care. Caps locked up now. Anyways, so yeah, no. Denny's is great. Unfortunately, once COVID hit, he had to leave because they weren't giving him hours, so he just left. I don't know where he's at now. So wherever he is, hopefully he's doing great. I don't wish that for the homeless people that will be outside, cause I hate them. But other than that, to answer your question, eso.
So how do you
Yes.
order at a restaurant?
How do I order at a restaurant with my mouth?
Oh, okay. Hey, okay, good to know.
How else am I gonna order?
You can point. That's
I could
that,
point,
that's
but
what
that
they did in Japan. Kore. And you just point at
All
something.
the time.
Eto,
Just like,
kore.
I want my mouth.
Kore.
I'm,
Are.
I'm with it, Mike. I know what I'm about. God damn it. Simple answers. I
The
got
simple answers are the best, yeah.
for
Well,
real. Let you do what you gotta do with
so
that
you
answer.
order
Damn
the
it.
chicken tendies with your mouth. Got it. Understood.
Uh-huh. And guess what I do with the chicken tendies with my mouth? I eat them.
You
Duh.
put them in.
I put them in my mouth.
Yeah. All right. Well, oh my. uh, all right. So yeah. So basically, so you guys all kind of Beto brought up a point earlier that he wants to get a tattoo. Do you guys all want to get a tattoos? I personally do not want to get a tattoos.
Oh,
I don't know.
let me
I
tell
don't
you,
know
baby girl.
why. I just don't find them. I just don't like them on myself. And like I see some cool tattoos like people have like their sleeve and it's like the Mario and it's like the whole game is all colored. It's like oh that's cool. Then that's as far as I go. But I would not want a tattoo personally on myself. There's nothing that I feel passionate enough to have on my skin.
Mm.
So like
Well,
Obi. No,
huh?
go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike, because I can
Oh.
talk for hours. Go ahead.
Well, for me, it's like because for me, I'm an actor, so like I'm kind of hesitant to get a tattoo.
That's kind of hot.
You know, thank you.
Act the scene right now. Act Hamlet right now. Go. I'm Hamlet. What's
To
your
be or
school?
not to be, that's the real question.
Just,
Where's your prop school for that every actor has so they can perform
I have
Hamlet
no
on the at the drop of the.
behind. It's behind all my degree.
I love it.
Um, but like, cause there's like in acting there's like a kind of taboo to it or whatever. Like, it's not a lot. Like 50% of people will say like, oh, if you're an actor, don't get a tattoo because you know like then you won't get casted in certain roles and stuff. But then there's the other people who are like, no, get a tattoo. You can put makeup over it and stuff. People who are actors and stuff have tattoos all the time. But and then it's like I don't know because like some of the people like who are saying no get tattoos are already like they've made it as actors and all that.
Yeah.
But and then some people who are saying you know to not get tattoos are the same group of people that have already made it and whatnot. So it's kind of like weird. I do personally want to get tattoos. I don't know when, you know. Cause like one tattoo that I want to get is one that my dad has. It's on his back, and that's the Aztec calendar. I want to get that
Oh,
one. It's oh god, it's so clean. I mean, he got it years
kind of
ago. At
hot.
this point, it's kind of like a little warped and stuff, but you know, it's still good. It's still really dope. I remember my older brother got his first tattoo last year. Um, and he got a matching one with my dad, and it was like a Raiders tattoo because they go for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was so funny the day of like I told my mom this was like so mom is the requirement for you to allow me to get a tattoo like do I have to get married and then you know have a kid is that the requirement like then will you let me have one and she's like no like your tattoo needs to mean something it's like I know that's why I want a Mortal Kombat symbol like right here she smacked the hell out of me
So you're telling me that the
I
Raiders
love
mean
it.
something?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I
I
was like,
can't
they're
stand
getting
you.
Raider tattoos. Like,
Hope your mom never hears me say that. I would never be allowed in your house ever again.
Or the Dodgers. Oh my god.
oh
Yeah, when
man.
the
But yeah,
last time they came down,
mm,
it was like a baseball game, and I think they were playing against the Dodgers because his son was a big Dodgers Dodgers
mm,
fan, and like they were
mm.
like Mike was telling me, he's like, yeah, we're texting our dad. It's like, dude, they have us surrounded. We're surrounded. Like it's chaos over here. We're surrounded by these fanatics or whatever. It's like we're in enemy territory.
I love it.
Oh.
You know what's funny though, Mike? I always figured because you're a big horror buff. I would assume you
Mhm.
would get like a little mask of your favorite like
I do
Jason.
want to. Yeah, I
Or
do want to. I want to get a Jason tattoo.
sick.
Probably like somewhere like right here, like on my arm.
Hmm.
Um, but
Hey,
then
Mortal
again, like not
Kombat is
only like
scary.
yeah, Mortal Kombat. And Jason's in Mortal Kombat.
True. Learn your games.
Mortal
Anyways.
Kombat is scary. All those combos, those are scary to tackle.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Okay, I will say there's nothing scarier for me when I play Mortal Kombat by like thinking like I'm good because like when I play against my brothers or just like cousins or whatever, I'm good. Like I know my combos and everything. But the second I get into online games, the fear I have in my eyes when they're already setting up like stuff, I'm like, dude, what? Huh? What are you doing? What is? And then like I don't even get to touch my controller because like they do combos on me all the way until the end of the match. Like I don't even get to like move or block.
It's interactive cutscene at that point.
Yeah, that game is so balanced, but whatever. Um, no, cause you know what, Isidro, like, I don't see him with tattoos. I can't envision him with tattoos because like, I just don't. Maybe like a dinosaur one, like a little tiny dinosaur or something like that.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't know where he would put it. I really wouldn't, you
Yeah,
know.
I
But
don't either. I've never thought
yeah,
about having a tattoo in my life. It's not for me. How about you,
so
Beto? Where
let,
would you put the
let
tattoo?
me tell you. Let me tell you.
Where would you put your Gun
So
and Roses?
my what?
Your
My
Guns and
what?
Roses.
Ah, dude, on my left butt cheek. No, I'm kidding. No, dude. So tattoos, right? So first of all, without due respect, I'm a bitch and a half. I don't like being in pain. Okay, the only pain I'm okay with is like mental pain because I've dealt with it for years now. Um, go to therapy, kids. Um, I'm a big advocate for going to therapy. But anyways,
Me too.
I I don't like needles. And it's weird because when I go to the doctor and they need to draw blood, I give them my arm and I tell them right here, nowhere else, right here. And sometimes I'm like, oh, well, it's because I need to draw about. No, no, cállate, right here. Because if you touch my arm, on my right arm, closer to the bottom part, there's a thick vein. You can feel it. And I'm not an
Mm.
expert, but if I needed to draw blood, I would say right there. So I watched them put the needle in, and every single time that I see them do it, I always imagine that the needle like breaks somehow, and it's just
Mm.
a tube poking out of my artery or my vein and just blood gushing out, and then I die. But that's just me being dramatic. But um, I have been told by people that Isidro, if I didn't know you had cats, I would have been tripping right now. You're gorgeous, woman.
Yeah.
Bro. I would have started praying
Right
in
there.
Latin and Spanish from Spain. Ah, dude, my chest. But anyways,
Yeah, my
no. So
cat just
I've
walked
heard
out
that.
and they just both walked in.
Yeah. So I heard that it hurts. Um, would I get a tattoo? Yes. Uh, and it's mostly to spite my parents because why not? Um, see, my thing is I never had a rebellion stage.
Mm.
I always wanted to be emo because like that's just what I like, the music that I like, and I just love being emotional because I feel like having emotion is what makes you human and it makes you
Where are your
beautiful because
bangs?
Mm.
I kind of have it, but not right now.
Yeah, hold on. Got prepared for
Your
this. Hold
bangs. We're going into emo face
That's
now.
kind of
Emo
hot.
talk. Yeah. You know.
on.
Um, I like
I
to
can't
just
Hold
say
on, you gotta get the
no.
headphones. You gotta.
the night that I rule.
I like to say no just for the heck of it. You know, I crashed my car into the bridge and I don't care. I love it.
I hate I hate you. Anyways, no. So I'm not bashing on my mom. I'm bashing on my mom, but she never let me have a rebellion stage. So I wanted to be emo. So the best thing I could do was listen to the music, and that's about it. But I
Mm.
couldn't paint my nails black. I couldn't dress emo. I couldn't, and also because I'm fat, so like none of the emo clothes fit, and I'm not gonna be walking
That's
around.
honestly, no, that's valid, dude. That's valid because like
Skinny jeans.
for me, like almost I love the goth aesthetic, like anything like gothic and stuff like that. I love that aesthetic, but I don't see like with my body type fitting in with that aesthetic.
And I feel
You
like
know?
I've seen a lot of people that try to fit in that aesthetic with like I was telling you like what I was mentioning about Isidro about the tattoo. Or actually before that we were talking about painting his hair or whatever because he was saying about
Hmm.
following trends and stuff. I told him not everyone can pull off certain things. Like not everyone can
Hmm.
pull off the exact like for example, have you guys ever seen the show Peaky Blinders?
No.
I've seen a few episodes. Yeah.
Okay. Long story short, a lot of those characters in that time they had a specific cut, which was like shaved on the sides, and then the top is like a
Hmm.
little bit of the, you know. A lot of people used to look weird as hell. So when the show came out, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I would look good in that cut." They get it, and they look. I was gonna say some offensive shit, but like they looked awful. Okay, they looked like a penis head. So that's the most PG I can
Dirty
keep it. But
dad.
anyways, no, like they literally just look
Pinhead.
awful. Yeah, exactly. So with tattoos, it's like not everyone can pull it off because of
Hmm.
the skin tone, because of the way their body is. Like I'm severely overweight, so I can't put any tattoos on my chest because if I were to lose weight, it would just stretch out and it
That's
would.
that's another reason why I'm like hesitant to get a tattoo right now because like I do plan and like I have like for like the past year or so been like losing some weight, but
Mhm.
like I want to lose more and I don't want to get a tattoo now and then like I lose weight and it looks warped and it looks all messed up, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a big fear. So for me, I want to get the Mark of Cain from Supernatural because
Mm,
I love that
mm,
show. I,
mm,
Little F.
I will
mm.
say this with all disrespect and respect to myself, but I would do things to Dean Winchester. Oh my god, the things and like oh my god, the things I would do to that man, dude. He could bust down that door right now. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, no, like I really like the concept of the Mark of Cain. I have
Mm.
to rewatch it because I don't remember exactly 100% how it goes, but as far as I know, uh, the mark you need it. He needs it to use it to use it. He needs it in order for him to use a weapon, and the
Hmm.
weapon is like the first blade used against
The first blade
Abel,
that
I think. Or
Cain
something.
Yes,
used to
against
do
Abel,
the
yeah.
first murder.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So yeah. So am I religious? 100%? Not necessarily. There's a lot of stuff that I do like about the Bible, and there's a lot of stuff, pop culture that I seen about that kind of stuff. Like I never knew that Dante's Inferno was just basically a fan fiction of the Bible.
Yeah.
But I love the game Dante's Inferno because it's a really cool game, and I like how they interpreted it. So
Hmm.
like there's certain things that I resonate with. Um,
Hmm.
so I resonate a lot with the the Mark of Cain because I just like it. I like the character. I like Dean. I like his demeanor. I like how who he is as a person. Yeah, he's kind of
Hmm.
dumb sometimes, but like I love it. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
if the good Lord let me choose how I look in my next life, Dean Winchester, hands down. I don't care. If the things I will do as Dean Winchester, you have no idea. Like I'm gonna stop right there. But I like that one, and I would want to put it in my forearm, obviously where it goes.
Hmm.
If you guys ever seen the show Full Metal Alchemist, um, I
It's
would
the
love to
anime.
have. It's an anime,
Hmm.
yeah. I would love to have the homunculus circle on my chest. On
It sounds
like
so familiar. Hold on, let me
yeah,
see
just look up Full Metal
what that looks
Alchemist
like.
homunculus, and it's basically like a little dragon eating its tail, and in the bottom it has like a triangle. I think if I remember correctly, that's
And then on the other pack, you're gonna put the Deadly Hollows from Harry Potter.
I hate
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen this. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate
Okay.
um I hate Harry Potter.
What's your house,
I don't
Beto?
I don't hate it. I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, dude, we're getting into hot takes already. All right.
No, no,
You
no.
seem
Bear
like
with me. Let me
a
finish. 'Cause
Hufflepuff to
let me
me,
finish.
Beto.
Let me finish. So that circle. Uh, I'm gonna go based off of what I remember, but
Mm.
That the homunculi are creatures made out of alchemy, and like it's a
Mm.
whole thing, right? But the way I interpret it is the guys that have them are named after the seven deadly sins.
Mm.
I'm not gonna go on a whole speech about, oh, I'm such a sinner and I need to go to hell. No, like I'm a good boy. I'm a good noodle. Like I
Yeah,
don't do
he only
nothing.
eats chicken tendies.
Exactly. I fuck chicken titties. So so I like titties.
And
So
you know you can't eat chicken. You can't eat chicken tendies and be a bad boy. Cause
exactly.
you ain't eating
Exactly.
That,
nothing bad. You're not putting no drugs in your mouth.
that's true. That's right. Only on Fridays from 10 p.m. to night. Anyways, um, those are my schedules. Keep them safe, ladies and gentlemen. No, so I like that. I really like the concept. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. Full Metal Alchemist, the first one, and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are probably my favorite anime of all time. For many reasons, for the
Oh.
for the philosophy that they have and like the concept that they have, the side stories, the character design. Um, the fact that this dude can clap and then change the just make things out of nothing, out of nothing, quote
Mm.
unquote.
Alchemy.
Um, alchemy, and like just like he can make spikes or like fists or like bridges out of stone by just clapping his hands and touching the stone, and it turns into that. Um, that would be like a super cool power to have, to just clap and then touch something and then does whatever the hell you want to do. This guy literally pulled out a spear out of sand and like made out of iron somehow. But
Yeah,
whatever.
I saw that in Naruto.
That yeah, that too. They made him out of water and whatnot. Also, dude, for a different episode, dude, ask me about my hot take about Naruto, and you'll be surprised. But
I've
yeah,
never
that's one of
seen
the other
it,
touches.
so I wouldn't be surprised.
Let me
We
give you some
gotta
time.
if we're gonna talk about Naruto, we gotta bring Mike's younger brother. He's obsessed with
Oh well, he's
Naruto.
he's only no, he's only seen the regular Naruto. He hasn't seen
Good,
Shippuden.
That's a
good,
lot more than me.
Yeah, and he's
good.
if there's one thing that we would bring Nick on for an anime show, it's One Piece.
uh,
He
we're not
he's
touching that with a 10 foot
obsessed.
pole.
He's caught up on the show. He caught up in like a few months, right? And then he's also like once he was done like catching up with the show, he's like, I'm gonna read the manga now, and he caught up with the manga already. And I'm just like, bro,
I can't.
I'm I'm barely on like episode like 100.
I
I'm
can't.
still on episode 2, and that's because we were forced to watch the first episode in our apartment. I don't know if you remember that the deal that one two of our roommates made. Uh,
Mm.
like one of them was gonna they were each gonna try each other's like interests like one of our roommates was like, oh,
Oh,
you have to watch One Piece,
I
and
think
then the other one was
I
like, you have
think I
to watch
remember
like
that.
Code
Yeah.
Geass or something like that.
I
Hmm.
hate
So
Code Geass so bad too.
so we
I
watched the
hate
first,
it.
and then I was just there for the giggles, and I watched both of those first
Hmm.
episodes, and I never went back to any of them.
I will say for One Piece because they were saying like, oh no, you gotta wait like the first couple episodes like it doesn't get good after a while, and like I could see where they're coming from now being on episode 100. I'm like, yeah, if the series started like this, maybe I'd be into it, but like I'm 100 episodes in and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a pretty good show, but you have to get 100 episodes in,
It's only
and
like
so
a
it's like.
50-hour commitment before it gets good.
I
What are you complaining
remember
about?
I remember I saw someone was saying that was like it's like One Piece fans are just like don't want to call it Stockholm syndrome. It's just like they're in so deep that like they have to say that they love it.
I can't. So yeah, the only other one that I would get, there's five technically in total that I would get if I have the money for it, and if I the biggest goal right now is to lose a significant amount of weight, like
Same.
significant,
Mm,
because I'm at 425 right now, which is a lot. So I have to drop down to 280. I think was
mm,
the requirement for me to be considered obese, just obese,
mm,
because apparently I'm morbidly right
mm,
now, which is understandable. I get it respectfully. Um, but the other one has to do with my sisters, and it's like three hearts on my left wrist.
mm,
And each one of them is designed by them. And I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
cool.
I love it because I want theirs to be all cutesy and like girly and like super like, oh, that's so cute. And then mine is all fucked up and dark and morbid and like,
Realistic.
yeah, no, no, no,
Hyper
not even
realistic heart.
realistic. Just like with stitches and like stuff, like super me. You know what I mean? Like I want to have an angel wing and a demon wing. I want to have a halo and like horns on it and like let's make it all fucking dark or whatever. And like just be the black sheep of the family like I've always been, you know. But the one that I really, really want to like design is because most of these is just copy and paste.
Yeah.
Maybe give it a little flair of color or whatever,
Yeah.
but so I recently, because of therapy and stuff like that, my therapist asked me to really look into myself and like try to figure out who I am as a person and like blah 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 issues, right?
Hmm.
And he told me to think of a concept, and I have my book actually. He told me I want you to think of something that makes you happy, that gives you. I never wrote it down, but anyways, I designed like a scale. I was like a balance scale, right?
So you're
But I did
skinny.
that no, hold on. Shut up. Um, the reason why I did the scale was because and I okay. Let me put this away. Let me brace myself because this is so I'm not really into astrology, right? Because I hate it when people are like, "Oh my god, that is such a Capri Sun," like or the Capri
Capri-Sun.
Sun. Yeah, I said it. I said it right. Shut up. I said it right. That's such a Capri Sun thing to say. Oh my god. Oh, like I hate it. I hate it. I don't believe into it. I don't look
That's
into
so
it like that.
Sagittarius of you to say Capri Sun. Okay.
That is so asparagus of you. Like, you know, like I just don't like it's just not like the moon is inside Mercury or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Like I'm not really into it like that. But I like mine because mine is Libra, which is ironic because I'm fat, you know. But it's also because my two older sisters are Libra as well, and it's ironic because I was born October 5th, 1996. My middle sister was born October 15,
That just means your parents
1990.
were on a schedule, bro. It's not
Yeah, they
ironic.
were. They were. Their fucking breeding season was in the beginning of the year. I
When it
It's the
was
New
gotcha.
Year's.
cold.
Huh?
When it was
The
cold.
New Year's.
Yeah, I know. Fucking bastards. But anyways, and then my older sister, she was born October 16th, 1985. So if you look at like the numbers written out, each one of us has October, has 10. And then my sister, 16, 15, and 5. So me and my middle sister, we have the first two numbers that match, right? Like divisible by fives.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and my older sister have the day and the year mismatched, right? So the one
Mm-hmm.
that has the perfect fives is my middle sister, and she's the lucky one because she got the good looks, and I will never forgive her for that. But that's not the point. My older sister, uh, she has a tattoo, and so does my middle sister. So I'm the only one that hasn't been tainted or whatever. I have, but that's not like that. Este. So when I get a tattoo, I want to design a Libra tattoo, but I want to make it with the Omega symbol, the one that has the Omega symbol, and then the line underneath of it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I probably will talk to my mom in this talk show, and I really do apologize to all the hot mamas out there, but like sometimes y'all just get it wrong and just need to listen. But my mom, whenever we used to talk about like when people pass away or when something really like something happens, my mom says todos tenemos una rayita, like everyone has our line that we cannot cross, you know, because that's God or whatever, and He won't let you cross that line. So the Omega symbol for the astrology has a line on the bottom, and to
Mm-hmm.
me, it's like, well, I my mom all the time, but realistically speaking, like my mom is the person that really made me because I was in a room or whatever. But like really, her attitude, I have it. Her just the way I think and the way I process, the way it's like it has to be my way or no one's way. Like I'm a lot more like my mom than I would like to admit. I really wish I had a balance between my mom and my dad, but no. Like I'm hilarious like my father, but I'm a fucking bitch like my mom. You know what I mean? And like so for me to have that line and it represents what my mom says to me it also means like it's a line that I can cross but others can't. So it's symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
And the omega symbol, I love the omega symbol because I shouldn't have, but I don't care. Um when I was younger, when I was in middle school, I played God of War 2. Um for those of you who do not know, God of War 2 is a very bloody and violent game, but in my defense, it had a very good story. It's Greek mythology. I Greek mythology heavily. It's sick. Um, so the omega symbol is the symbol of that means the end. It's the last symbol of I think it's like the
Mm.
Z or something like that in the in the Greek alphabet. And when you look up like omega symbol, it gives you all of these connotations. Oh, I broke something. All right. Um,
You
it's because I'm
flashbang
moving something to
yourself
check.
again.
Huh?
You flashbang
You
yourself.
I did, dude. I have not been able to recover since the other day. Um, no. Yeah, is the last letter in the Greek alphabet. It has multiple meanings, blah 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 blah, engineering, mathematics, probability, and the Greek alphabet. Which is funny because I was good in math back in the high school days, but now if you ask me a simple PEMDAS question, I will get it wrong on purpose, probably because I just want to prove that I'm an idiot. But that's not the point. The point is, I really like the omega symbol. It like on my tombstone, I want that engraved. You know, um, it means I from as long as far as I've seen, it's basically the symbol of the end, because there's the alpha
Mm.
and the omega, like the
Mhm.
alpha being the beginning
The
and the
beginning,
omega
the
being the
end.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my immediate family, my mom, my dad, my two sisters, and then me, I'm the last one, which is ironic
Mm.
because I'm my dad's oldest son that can actually reproduce because my youngest
Well,
my
doesn't one of
half
your
brother.
sisters have a? Oh, but I guess they're not your dad's, right?
What I'm trying to say is that I'm the only one that can technically carry my dad's last name onto my
Same.
offspring. See what I mean? So
Mm.
I'm the last of the Alcaraz in my dad's side of the family. Because my middle sister can just keep her last name, Alcaraz. But she ever has kids with someone, and that guy's like, oh no, he has to be named after my family. Then
Mhm.
my dad's name is lost through there.
Mhm.
Sure, like I have a niece. I think she has Alcaraz, but I don't count her with all due disrespect because like I don't care. Like you'll come to find out that I'm a very spiteful person, and that's why I'm going to therapy. But that's not the point. So it's about me, not them. So yeah. So I would love to get the Omega symbol, the Libra symbol on my right wrist because my right hand is my stronger hand, and that's where they draw
Mhm.
blood from. They always draw blood from my right arm. So I would want to put it like on
Mm.
my wrist or um a little bit higher because I do have a lot of veins. I have a lot of my veins do pop out from my right wrist. So I wouldn't want to have them right then and there because that shit hurts. But yeah, that's me and my tattoos and what I would do
Talking about
myself.
last names, I don't even have the same last name as my dad. Actually,
Oh,
he
interesting.
writes his name with an S, but I write my name with a C.
Oh,
So
Hmm.
he's
that's
somewhere
kind of
on.
hot.
So I'm our own line. So there's no. I'm beginning. I'm the beginning.
Is
At
there
the end of my
wait?
line.
Is there like a specific reason for it, or is it just that's just how it's always been?
He just wrote it a C one under my birth certificate, and that's it.
Mm.
Also, as a typo.
I don't know, but he. I don't think so because if you see it specifically, like my birth certificate literally says his name with an S and then mine with a C.
Hmm.
That's
So
that's
Interesting.
kind of cool though, because it's like
Yeah.
so
you
yeah,
know
so I'm the
I
beginning and the end of my line so far. So doing great so
I
far.
I still love what you said when you were at your dorm that you wanted to have a company
Oh,
for
the candle
candles.
company.
Yeah. So for the audience, right? So let me give you a backdrop. So for the audience, right? Uh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna dox you, but his last name
Just don't say it in
is
Spanish and we're good.
well, it's because okay. His okay, yeah, you're right. So his last name has in Spanish what the is the same thing. They could just look it up and they'll know what your
But
last
they
name
don't know
is.
the order.
That's true. So no, because you have to explain. You know what, people? I'm sorry, I can't because I'm gonna dox people here, and I can't do it. It has to do with candles. His last name has to do with candles,
My last name
and he's
has the
like,
word candle in it.
yeah, and then a
Gotcha.
part of it has co, so he's just like, I'm gonna name it Candle Co, and I'm like, uh,
So I learned,
okay,
so I know how to make candles because of that. Also, fun
yeah,
fact, I don't have a sense of smell, so I make scented candles. I have no idea what I'm making half the time. So,
I forgot about that. Oh my, that would be so hilarious,
so
dude.
I
Can
just
you
guess
imagine?
the scent. They're like, I just kind of pick one and just pour it in there, and like, what does it smell like? I don't know. I don't care.
Oh my. So all of the candles that you make are literally mystery candles.
Sure.
That'd be
Because I
so
don't label them
hilarious.
afterward. Because I don't label them
No,
afterwards, and I don't color match them either.
no, that's what I was gonna say. Can you imagine like the whole idea of the business is it's called mystery candles, and it's just a gray design with some little like shapes or whatever the hell. And then when you open it, it smells like, well, you wouldn't know, but Mike, it smells like, like
Ocean
soap.
breeze.
Yeah, like
You know, it smells like
like yeah.
it smells like I don't know, like lemons. But you don't know,
Mm.
but the audience knows. You know what I mean? And it's like mystery. So now they have to like, and no, you know what you should do? You should put mystery candle, and then at the bottom be what does it smell like, and then the line to down what it smells like. You know, like interactive. Write that right
Write
now.
that down. Write that.
Write it down. Write it down. Ideas. Stonks.
Anybody who's listening to
Mm,
try to take that idea, the patent's already pending. So
for real, for real, for
Yeah,
real.
mystery candles. It could be
The
one of
moment I said
these,
that.
but I don't can't smell, so I'm not really sure.
Could you imagine like in the like the website and it says, you know how like when you go to a certain website and it goes, know about us.
Mhm.
You click on that and it's like the people that work for you, and then it's you just, you know, and then it's like I don't have a sense of smell, but here's my candles. You know what I mean? And then everybody who works for you says, yeah, so he doesn't know, he doesn't have a sense of smell, but we do. So we kind of run this company based off of what we smell, and
We
he's
make
just
sure that it's safe. There's nothing including.
yeah,
You're not getting no poop scented candles or anything. They're normal, real flavor scents.
for real.
Oh man.
Hilarious. It's like the mystery jelly beans. Like it could be puke or it could be like
Oh god, the people's.
I've
We should do
never
that
I
again.
have no, I have never done that and I will never do it. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, that's gonna be another episode, boy.
We did it once. Remember?
Yeah,
We did it once. We were in our apartment.
in
We
our
used to do it
apartment.
I can't.
Oh my
One
god.
Christmas,
because they're not chicken
my
tendies.
no, that too. But also because like I'm not the one that eats nothing but chicken tendies. That's Mike. Leave me alone. I
Yeah.
actually, I actually have had American ramen. I've actually had gyoza before too. I didn't have to go to the freaking motherland and throwing shade on me.
Saying anything the entire time because I'm like, all right, he's saying it to Ben though, not saying it to me.
Yeah, but you're the one that says like, "Oh, so you're one of those chicken tendies kids." I think you said, "Well, I'm the same, except you
Yeah,
know."
me too. Me in the background. Me too, though. Oh man, no, no. So one Christmas, right? My sisters were playing that, but it was my two older sisters, uh, my brother-in-law, and a family friend of ours. Really good family friend. I love him. I kind of want him to get with my other sister. It's kind of hot. But anyways, has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But yeah,
NTR
no, they were
much?
playing. What happened?
NTR much?
No, 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 not the one that's married. Stupid. The one that's not married. That's not the point. Don't worry about my family dynamic. God damn it. The point is, they were eating the jelly beans, and one of them got like puke or something, and she. I remember because I was standing like I was sitting down, and I had like my hand reaching down for the trash because I know this bitch was gonna puke because she's just sensitive like that. And she smelled it, and she's like, I know, I don't want to do it because it smells like puke. And I'm like, eat it. And she's just like, she put it in her mouth and bit it, and then you just hear like loudish, like loud. I'm talking about like it echoed throughout the entire apartment, and like swung the she like for a trash can, and then you just like I dropped it because she actually like projectile vomited into it. So like I dropped it, like she got puke all over herself and a little bit on my shoes. Kind of,
Ah.
I had to throw away my sock and shower.
Oh.
But it was funny because she just goes, "Oh, you guys," like loud, like not even like. Not even like let me breathe or let me swallow my saliva so I don't puke, you know? It was just straight to it. And my other sister was like, nah, sis, we're good. we saw that. We saw that and we were like, nah, we're good. And it doesn't help that everybody else got like the family friend, he got like strawberry, like actual strawberry flavor.
Mm.
My brother-in-law got like dead fish or something like that, but he ain't too much of a punk. He actually just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, and he just spat it out and was like,
Mm.
whatever. washed it down with water and then took a big old swing of his moonshine or whatever the hell he was drinking. And then my sister went, "Oh yeah," and then she smelled, she smelled it, and she's like, "No, you guys," she was crying, and she was so red, she was like, "No, you guys, blah blah blah, blah, you guys gave me the dirty one," and blah blah blah. She was just crying, she was being a weenie, and I was just like, "I'm good," and then she was like, "Quit being a bitch and do it," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm a bitch, you right next," and just give it to my sister.
Well,
I
we
was like,
did
"I'm
it.
not
We
doing
did Mike's little brother dirty. He was like a little kid.
Oh
He's a
god,
chicken
yeah.
daddy's kid, and we forced him
Oh
to
yeah,
eat those. We
I
forced
believe it."
him, and he like threw up within like two, like the
Oh
first
yeah.
one, and then he's like, "I want
Yeah.
to keep going. I want to keep going." We're like, "It's like, hey man, no, no, no." But then we made him. It was like, okay, but if you do, you have to do the punishment, which was like a
No, yeah.
milkshake. So we made him have a milkshake where we all put in random stuff inside.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
you
It
guys are
was for a video,
no.
okay? It was for the content, all right?
You're telling me that you did child abuse on your brother for clout? I hate
With
it.
consent,
we
okay?
told him
Hey,
not
look,
to.
yeah, I would too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
We
would
told
too.
him not to. We said, hey, it might be best you don't. But he's like, no, I want to do this. I want to do this. We're like, are you
Hmm.
sure? And
Yeah.
he said he did. So he
The
did.
funny thing too was that like yeah, he was like very younger at the time, but it's funny to think about because like when he got one of the bad ones, he like almost threw up, and then he got mad at everyone else because of the fact that we said no, you got eliminated. That's it. Like you,
Oh, he wanted to come back and do more?
yeah. And I
Yeah.
was like, Nick, no, I was like that's not the game. Like if you like throw yours out, you're eliminated, and then that's it, right? Because the whole point was like to keep going. Even if you got a bad one, you get like a strike or something, but you keep going because you ate it, right?
Right,
And if you
right.
spit it out, you're eliminated. But and then he spit it out and stuff like that, and he got mad because we told him like, no, that's it, you're eliminated. We told you that like if you spit it
That
out,
was
you get
like the one
eliminated.
rule we had. You have to eat it. Uh, whoever get we had it was like two rules. You have to eat it, and then whoever gets
Ah!
like the most.
Ah! Ah! I just flat banged the shit out of myself again. Oh my god, I gotta check in my homework.
And then
Due today.
whoever gets like the most bad ones gets the punishment. And luckily we had a
Hmm.
tie. Somehow at the end
Yeah,
we had a
yeah.
tie, so it
Oh my
worked out great.
god.
Um,
Jesus Christ, this shit hurts, dog. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to check if my homework is due, and the background is nothing but white, and it hurts, dog. Okay, I don't have anything to do. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, sis, I'm struggling.
yeah, well, on
My
that
eye.
note, we can probably call it there. It's been an hour
Mhm.
and 10 minutes, so we can probably call it there. Thank you everyone
Nice.
for watching. So hopefully next week, I think Mike's gonna be in
I
charge
think
of the
I'm hosting.
topic.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll be like horror movie related, but not like trivial. Like I'm not gonna like ask you guys a question about a movie or something like that that like only I've seen, when I was like 12.
We're not gonna talk about Bro Party Massacre 3.
Okay, look, you need to put some respect on Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, okay? All right, you need to put some respect.
I don't
Best
even
horror
know what
movie
it is. Yeah,
ever.
you need to put some
No.
respect. You.
Beto, okay, for context for Beto and also the audience, Dude Bro Party Massacre 3 was how did we come across it? We were just
We're
looking
just looking for
through, right?
Shutter, I think.
And then yeah, and then there was a movie called Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, and it looked like one of those movies where like you take nothing seriously. It's the stupidest thing that like they know it's stupid, and that's exactly what it is because it starts off like previously on Dude Bro Party Massacre, and they give a recap of 1 and 2, but those movies don't exist at all. But they give you
Oh
a
my
recap on everything that
god.
happened.
That sounds like something I would do, honestly. That sounds like something that sounds like, for example, right? Like I'm playing Monster Hunter, right? And right
Mhm.
now I'm crown hunting. Long story short, whenever you hunt a monster, you have a probability of fighting a monster that is very tiny or very big, right?
Mhm.
So I was telling my friend Spencer, if I was to do like Twitch streaming or something like that, I would love to do Monster Hunter related stuff.
Mhm.
Granted, I'm just doing it for the memes. I'm not doing it because I want to
Yeah.
min max and I want to know. It's just no, I just want to do it.
Mhm.
So something I would do would be that where it's like, hey, previously we did this, and this, but I'm not gonna show any clips. It's just me pointing at the camera like this, like, look, we last time we were this, and this, and today we're gonna do this, and that. and then just go. And it's like, where's those episodes? And it's like the first episode of the season. You know what I mean? I would do that. I really would do that. That's something I would do. Or like, I love not necessarily Deadpool, but I love fourth wall breaks,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
What I would love to do is like, so you know, okay, so like right now for the audience, like my camera is facing directly towards me, right? So you can see me,
Mhm.
right? But what I love to do when I'm talking to people and they say something like, you know how people say cap or whatever, right? Like what I like to do is look to my left or to my right and be like, this guy, and like point at like whoever I'm talking
The
to.
invisible camera. Yeah.
Yeah, and just go, this
That
guy.
shit.
And just
Whenever, like,
talk to
if
the person.
I do that too, whenever I'm like talking to someone, they say some stuff, I'll be like,
Yeah, yeah, me too. Me too. The other day I did that shit to my mom the other day. Dude, I was like, she was yelling at me for no damn reason, as she does. I love her. And then I just looked over to my right, and I was just like, she don't know, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, mama. So no, that's not how you answer an email. And like she was talking, she was okay, blah, 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 blah. She was just going off. She was just ricocheting off everything she could think of. And I was just like, anyways, mama. So look, and I sat her butt down, and I was like, you need to do it this way, this way, this way, and tell her I said next time she emails you with disrespect like that, I will something. I need to PG, but you need to do it this way. This is how you answer an email. God bless you. Gave her a kiss on the forehead, and I walked out. And she was just so confused because I had to break the fourth wall on her. I was just like, pause, and like, or like what? That's the thing where I was just go pause, and then I just go turn to the right and look at like whatever. Like if there's a wall, it works even better when there's like a wall. You know what I mean? Like there's just a wall, and like or like you'll be sitting like with someone on a date or whatever, and the wall is like right here to your right, and to your left there's all these people, like all the other customers and whatever, right? So they see some outlandish shit, and you just go to the right and look at the wall, and you're like, right, and then just continue talking to the person like nothing happened. I love it. It's my thing. I probably should take my schizophrenia meds, but that's not the point.
Well, anyways, so that'll be the end of this episode. Let us know down below if you're a Chicken Tendies kid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you everyone for watching. Bye.
All right, guys. Bye bye. Have a
Bye.
good night.